Prabhujis and Matajis, Dandat Pranam. How is everyone doing? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है? सभी इतना डल लग रहे हैं? हाँ? ओके, इसलिए सन्नाटा है. So Prabhujis, what is the today's topic, by the way? What is today's topic? What? Huh? Okay. Why we chant? Why we are trying to tell Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Why are we saying that?
So
Negative energy will go away. Anything else? Why Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
He is the Supreme Lord.
Okay, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Okay.
Devotion only way in Kali-yuga that we can attain devotion.
Wow. I think I should not ask you. Nice answers. Actually, this place, what I sit. Do you know what is this called?
Guru Asana.
Yes.
Anything else?
Vyas
Vyaspeeth. Actually, the eligibility for sitting on this Vyaspeeth, he should, the person who is sitting on Vyasasana actually it is called. Whoever has a control on their tongue, belly, and genitals, only he has the criteria, or he is having the eligibility to sit on this Vyasasana. So we somehow, with the mercy of great acharyas, especially His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, we are getting this knowledge, and we are simply acting as a mere Xerox machines, or I think for the newcomers, I don't need to explain why is this and all. I think I already told in the first session, I don't want to repeat. So that is the eligibility when the person who is sitting on Vyasasana should have those criteria to fill or to talk about any spiritual topics. And with the mercy of great acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, when we are getting this knowledge, Srila Prabhupada's greatness is he has wide opened all the scriptural knowledge to the common public also. That's his greatness. How many of you have heard about Prabhupada for the first time? At which age did you know about this personality, or not knowing about the personality, this name? When you heard Prabhupada? 4 years ago. At the age of 19. Super.
Maybe at the age of like 9 or 10 or something.
9 or 10. 40. I am also with you. Even I too heard Srila Prabhupada's name just 7 years back.
Actually, when we used to live in Bengal, it was just 2-3 hours run from Mayapur.
Yes, true.
So
obviously, you are a Dhamvasi. You are a So with his greatness, we got this knowledge, or whatever the spiritual knowledge we are trying to get. It is all due to the mercy of these great acharyas. So chanting. So understanding these spiritual topics, do you feel that only these sessions externally will help? You know what, as per my little observation and even as per acharyas, understanding spiritual knowledge not only happens externally alone, it happens internally. Contrary to the material education what we get in schools. In schools it's only outside, from outside only they will be bombarding, or only externally they give education. But for gaining a spiritual knowledge, apart from external sessions like this, even the internal struggle or internally also you can learn. And one process is chanting. And with a little experience of 6 to 7 years in my ISKCON or in this satsang or in the association of devotees, I have seen a lot of devotees after 3 to 4 sessions, the things which they are not understanding by externally saying it, they could understand after they start chanting. Have you seen like that? I don't know, probably Prabhuji or Mataji might be, there are some devotees where I'm not eligible to sit in front of them. But the thing is, it is a clear observation that most of the knowledge or the spiritual knowledge you gain internally when you start chanting. Even I was discussing with Ashish Prabhu some time back. Prabhuji, you looks to be. I should not tell in front of him. I recommended him on the very first day, first session. I told him, please, Prabhu, you need to especially start chanting. Right, Prabhu? I told you, right? Because the kind of questions, or I'm not boasting about him, but the kind of questions or the kind of knowledge, the humbleness he maintained, and the spiritual knowledge or spiritual doubts he get, sometimes he's very high in front of me. And some doubts, I tell him for that kind of devotees to chant first. Chant first. That's what is recommended. And no. I know, as I said, I should not tell in front of you, but that's how it goes. So we need to understand that what are the spiritual subjects internally and externally, we need to start chanting first. Of course, doubts are there, we can get clarified, and we can answer those things. So we need to understand that it's a science. You believe, right? When certain things, some goal is there, process is there, environment is there. If process and environment are in place, you will be able to achieve a goal. Similarly, if I say for 3 months, just 3 months, try to maintain this little lifestyle change of chanting for 2 or 3 rounds only, and follow certain principles or follow certain rules, you will visibly see the change after 3 months. No need to tell externally. You yourself will feel internally. I have seen for myself, and I have seen some devotees also, the change. And especially within me, with the kind of background I am coming, I don't want to tell. I am sitting on Vyasa. I have personally experienced that. So chanting is such an important activity. So as we say, right, there has to be experiment, hypothesis, then we say hence proved. LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Similarly, there should be a condition that we need to chant with full faith. Full faith. I don't know, somehow I take always police department examples, being my dad being a retired deputy superintendent of police. I mean, I have seen him hitting prisoners. Then they cry with full faith. Devuda kapadu. So we should have that faith. Simply chanting doesn't work. We should have faith in whatever you are chanting. You believe in your mother's prayers, right? Your parents' prayers, right? 100%. But you can't see them, right? But you have faith, because that additional blessing gives you energy. Unknown or not appearing physically to us, that unknown energy is there in a blessing. It's not only about parents' blessing, and what about the blessings of acharyas? Great acharyas who are there in the disciplinic succession. Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, all these great acharyas who have provided us scriptures, if their blessings are there, if you have full faith, their blessings would be there, and you will be able to visibly see the change within you within a span of few days itself. If you sincerely have that faith, surrender, dependence on the holy names. I don't know. Leave about we chanting. Have you ever? I think you might have gone to Tirupati, right? Tirupati. Once you enter that place, there is a little. Have you observed? At least I observed. There is a different aura you find out when you go to Tirupati. Always, I don't feel like leaving that place. And even before coming to ISKCON, in fact, after coming to ISKCON, it's been very rare going to Tirupati. But before coming to ISKCON, we used to, as a family, we used to go every year to Tirupati, because our Kuladaivam is Sri Venkateswara Swami. So once we enter that Tirumala, then I don't know, have you felt it? Yes or no? Yes or no? How many have gone to Tirupati here? Okay, let me, it's a wrong question. How many of you have not gone to Tirupati? Then I think you need to experience. Yeah.
Guruji, that we
please don't call me Guruji. I'm Mahesh.
just talking that when we go over there, it's the same thing that you're talking about.
Yes.
The same.
Yeah. So Guruji, yeah. So why? Because it is reverberating, vibrating all the whatever the hymns they are chanting, continuously non-stop the chantings happen, and it gives really a nice feeling even without us chanting, rather than we getting influenced by chanting the mantra itself influences us, and mantra has a link with mind. That's what we are going to know today. So what is the mantra meaning? What is the mantra meaning? Any idea?
Controlling mind.
Huh?
Or controlling mind.
Man. Yeah. Hindi knowledge. Man. Yeah. It is something related to man. That's why mantra. That's right. So and leave about any mantra, any spiritual mantra. But even when you hear a nice music, when you are a little bit distressed, Manshu Prabhu, please remind me at 7:30. So when you hear a nice music, leave about bhajan or this thing. Even any nice music, you will get a soothing experience, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is there anyone here who don't feel a soothing experience when you hear two songs, nice music? నేను చేతులు ఎత్తితే మళ్ళీ పట్టుకుంటాడు బుక్ అవుతుంది. No, you can tell frankly, no Prabhu, I don't get feeling. What feeling you are talking about? I heard lot of songs, I didn't get any feeling. What feeling are you talking about? You can say.
It's
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. Just check. Okay, I have a very bad progress of getting delayed, extending my sessions. So I just wanted to take care. So when you are having a rough day in office, everyone have a rough day in office. Once you come home, when you hear a light music or a nice music, you feel little bit relaxed, right? You agree, right? Yeah. So actually, this sound really de-stresses us, or calms our mind a bit. So that tendency is there even for a normal music or normal soothing music also. I'm not even talking about mantra. Now, coming to mantra, mantra can't be actually created. Hare Krishna. Probably you can give Prashadam. Now I think 7 is done, right? Okay. And do you know this mantras? Prabhuji, if you want, you can have it. No, please. Yeah. I'm sorry, Prabhu, and today we are having dinner Prashadam. You had right. Okay. So mantra is something. Do you know these mantras? Who creates these mantras? Who created mantras? Leave about Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jai Shriman Narayana. Om Namah Shivaya. All these mantras are not created by us. Do you feel it's created by humans? These are created by who? These are bona fide mantras actually. These are bona fide mantras in Sampradaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Shriman Narayana. Hare Krishna. All these are bona fide mantras. So, it is not created by humans. Do you feel it is created by humans? Anyone? No, right? ఎందుకు వచ్చిన గొడవ ఇంతో? Okay, so yeah.
Mukesh Bansal did mantra.
Mukesh Bansal?
He is a founder of Mantra.
He's a founder of Mantra?
Mitra Group.
Mitra, okay. What he created?
Mitra, not Mitra.
Okay, Mitra. Okay. So I'm talking about Mantra, not Mitra. Yeah. So even if a human creates a mantra, in fact there are so many NGOs, there are so many organizations in the society who have created their own mantra. Do you know that? I don't want here. I am not sitting here to blame someone, but there are so many organizations, they have created their own mantra, but those are not bona fide, and people are even falling trap for it. They need to check whether it is a bona fide mantra or whether it is coming from Shastra or not. Their duty to know what they are doing. It is a very shocking experience after a long time. If they know that it is not as per the bona fide authority or from scriptures, and it is wrong, they are telling it is how much cheated they feel. I don't want to name the organization. There are some 20 to 30 years back, some organization was created in Punjab, and after 20 years of lot of people supporting that organization, of late they came to know that the main person in that organization got involved in so many crimes, and he got arrested also. What about the devotees who have been spending time with him for 20 years? They completely, will they not feel cheated? And what about the people who have left the bodies before that? With what consciousness they would have left? So we should be grateful that we are trying to know the absolute truth or the knowledge from the bona fide authorities. Okay? So mantra can't be created by us. So even if we create it, it doesn't last for long. So it's created by God, and it is something like, as Prabhuji mentioned, that mantra is something which calms down our man, that is mind, that is mantra. Okay? And no organization will tell that meditation you can do without mantra. I'm sorry, Prabhuji and Mataji. I'm really sorry. If any organization which says that you can do meditation, Prabhu, without having any mantra, they are simply cheating you. I'm sorry to say that. This is as per Shastras. Mantra has to be involved if you wanted to calm the mind. Any bona fide parampara, they will recommend mantra. Okay, we need to understand that. So it's mentioned, and even it's mentioned in scriptures. People can't chant for the whole day, but others, there are so many people who tries to take pleasure chanting whole day. They will never get bored. Have you seen that? I don't know if anyone has faced it. Some devotees are there. They chant for the whole day and they never feel bored. Our acharyas, our lineage of acharyas had a history of chanting 128 rounds, 64 rounds. I have seen some devotees chanting 64 rounds or 128 rounds on Ekadasis, especially during Bhima Ekadashi, Nirjal Ekadashi. Nirjal Ekadashi, we all devotees in our Gachipuli satsang, we all devotees sit in one devotee family's house, and we all sit and do 128 rounds on that day. Satya Prabhu, actually, one of the devotees. 128 rounds means actually 16 rounds takes 1.5 to 2 hours. So now imagine almost whole day. Almost whole day chanting. So even sometimes when they do chanting, they never get bored. But the mantras which are created by human beings, you will get bored. You will surely get bored. So we need to understand that. So like that, we need to understand even also the nature of our mind. Mind is a separate entity. If I had to coin that in a software terminology, it is a memory box. It is a memory box where it will be storing all our desires. Not only this life, it will be carrying on from all previous life. We are getting human birth, it's not our first life, to be frank. Anyway, we are going to discuss this topic in Who Am I in SSR 5 more detailedly, but we need to understand that this is not our first life. Before coming to human life, we have already had lot of lives. And our mind is a storage of all our desires. For example, I and my wife, we both were coming, while coming to Zenith, I have seen one Lamborghini or some vehicle ये मुंदे कार सुपर गुंदी कार मन उठे बाउंड कार क्या कार है यार हमको भी होता तो कितना अच्छा रहता बस that desire is stored in the mind. Now whether you will be getting Lamborghini or not in this life, that depends on the karma balance what I have in this life. And next life also, if the good karma balance is there, then I will get a Lamborghini next. But for that, you need to take another birth. But our aim is to not take another birth itself. So our mind is a storage of all our desires, not only in this life, but also all previous lives what we have accumulated. So it's accumulation of all the desires which I have done from last so many lives, millions of lives. Okay, so we can't create. So the moment it's coming from Shastra, automatically it has coming from the blessings. It has a blessing from all the acharyas, because this mantra which is created from from God or is coming in the lineage, it has blessings of all the acharyas in the parampara. For example, Jai Sriman Narayana, I think the Sri Sampradaya devotees, they chant Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana. Don't exactly remember how many times they chant in the day, but they do chant. When they chant, they get even the blessings of all the acharyas in the lineage. Similar to how you remember your mom. Are amma blessings unnai. Yes, your mother blessings alone are there, you believe. Similarly, when we are chanting this mantra, you are having the blessings of all acharyas who are there in the disabling section. That's the greatness of mantra which calms down. Now, if we see here, so as I said, first of all, our mind is not us, it's a different entity. We should not treat it as a part of us. It's a different entity altogether, as I said. Okay, so it's a different entity altogether, and which is driving you to do certain things. How many times you felt that, how could I do this? Have you ever felt that situation? How could I do this? Many times. Anukunnara leda? Did you feel that? Did you get that thought? How could I do this? Yes or no? Tell me one instance. Only I am talking. I wanted to hear from someone. Tell me one instance where you felt that, how could I do this?
Sometimes we.
So, Prabhuji, there was one instance when I lost my temper and I reacted in a way. Later on, I was reflecting why I reacted.
Oh.
I could have controlled myself in a better way.
Right.
That is something.
Yeah. It happens. It happens with me almost every time, this temper part. Because actually in office I am kind of a very perfectionist. I never keep things pending, and my boss and who is a devotee also, Satya Prabhu, he tells me, Mahesh, koncham meer aggressive approach undi meedi. I don't know, I can't, sometimes nature is like that, and people are very difficult to catch up with me. So, fine sir, if you are not comfortable, give it this task to other. And of course, I need to also slow down, but that's how I am like that. I don't try to keep things pending. That's how I am. So it is a nature, and we do face like that. So mind is like a memory box, and as it fills all our desires in our memory drive and never get extinguished. It never gets extinguished. These desires, can you stop it? By the way, the likes of Arjuna. You know who is Arjuna? Do you know from where he has taken education? Now we boast ourselves. I did in IIT, I did in IM, I did in ISB, right? Do you know where Arjuna took education? Dronacharya. Okay. What else? Only Dronacharya?
Lord Krishna.
In a way, yeah. Huh? Yes. He graduated from Brahaspati, from other planets. He took education from other planets. Dronacharya, he was the guru. While in his childhood he was a guru, and he was a guru in his kingdom also. But he has taken the other kind of something like graduation we do from one college, and MTech we do from other college, PhD we do from other college. Like that, he did graduation, primary education he took from Dronacharya. Then he took education from Brahaspati, Indra, Lord Shiva. Lot of astras he got from them also. So that kind of a personality. He quotes this, Bhagavad Gita 6.6. No, not 6.6. Here he says, the mind is, Bhagavad Gita 6.34, the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think it's more difficult than controlling the wind. Just try to, though I might be simply uttering a statement, but we need to understand the intensity behind this statement. A likes of Arjuna, when he's quoting this statement, what are we? He is a personality with lot of willpower and control. When he was taking training in the heavenly planets, Menaka, you know Menaka, right? I think everyone knows. So Menaka had an attraction towards him, and Urvashi? I think Menaka also. Yeah. So basically, damsel. Okay, Urvasi wanted to associate with me, but despite her beauty, he could able to reject her and saying that you got associated with our forefathers Pururava, and you are like a mother to me. So I can't associate you. You are like mother to me, and he could sustain because they are heavenly bodies, right? So they have that youth carry. So she was very wonderful, very beautiful lady. So he could control that kind of personality, and he was a warrior where one arrow it can go through 4 trunks of tree and kill an elephant. That kind of a strength he used to have, Arjuna. Why I am saying all this is a personality like Arjuna, when he is quoting that, it is very difficult to control my mind. Seriously, there is a lot of weight. If Arjuna is saying like that, sometimes sitting in satsangs also, we might get very bad thoughts. If we say some mantra, something is done, where whatever is there in your mind, if you tell to your adjacent person who is sitting right adjacent to you, they will curse, they will scold, right? So we need to understand that this is Kali Yuga and the mind is expected to go haywire. So we need to understand this statement when it is coming from Arjuna, it is really having a very difficult thing to control mind. And for controlling mind, mantra is the one which is recommended. Okay. So according to, as I said, sometimes when you are serious about our spiritual life, okay, all the previous lives we might have spent our life in a certain manner. But when we are serious in our spiritual life, then actual fight starts. When we are not when we are not trying to think, or when we are not trying to be spiritually conscious, the way you are going, that's fine. There is no Maya Devi ki, when the thing is Durga Mata, there is no need of an extra pressure for her to test the other people because they are already in Maya. The main test Durga Mata puts to the people or devotees who are trying to be spiritual, who are trying to learn about spiritual, then for them only Durga Mata keeps tests. Yes or no? For others, there is no need for her to effort. They are in Maya and they wanted to live like that. There is no effort needed. Am I clear? Yeah. So even when we are trying to be serious in spiritual life, then actually the struggle starts, and as I said, then actually the real struggle starts, and then that is the point where we need to take charge of our mind. It might be looking very preachy. Lot of seniors or lot of great philosophers and lot of great personalities have quoted about statements about mind. But if you carefully observe all those quotations regarding mind coming from great philosophers, great people, all are originated from Bhagavad Gita, from Krishna's Bhagavad Gita only. Atu tippi, it is Krishna's Bhagavad Gita only. Okay, so even Lord Krishna said, "O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb." He himself is assuring, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. Suitable practice. A girl is sitting right behind you, small girl. She is Sanjeev Prabhu's daughter. How patiently she hears. See, don't think that whatever we are saying, it is not going. Everything, it will be stored in her memory. Though she is looking small, how a kid will understand? Don't think. All these things will come to her rescue in her future life in taking decisions, whether we are there or not. This cinema dialogue, there is one dialogue. Every cinema ko wade hero. Kani every cinema ko wade villain kuda. ఆ విలన్ అవ్వాలా లేదా మన చేతుల్లోనే ఉంటుంది. Surely it is there. And even parents who are struggling for their kids, you try to protect your kids. Whatever the cinema you have faced, I am 100% sure the same cinema would not be faced by your kids. The only thing is you need to prepare your kids for the unknown cinema what they are going to face. Okay, so we need to understand that and think when Krishna is saying, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. The path of bhakti is true natural process of controlling the mind, and all other processes are artificial. Why is he insisting? The path of bhakti is true natural process of controlling the mind. All other processes are artificial. Why is he saying? Any comments? The path of bhakti is true natural process controlling the mind. All other processes are artificial. Why is he saying like that? Any guesses? Attempt karo na.
Materialistic world.
Huh?
Because of the material.
Materialistic world. Okay. Anything else? Why is he quoting? Path of bhakti is true natural process of controlling the mind. All other processes are artificial. Especially coming to ISKCON, path of being bhakti, it's not only about a deity worship. There are, well, after being in Gachibowli Satsang, probably Lakshmi Mataji and Deepa Mataji might vouch for me. We are involved in multiple services. Not only deity worship, Bhagavatam distribution, Bhagavad Gita distribution, Ratha Yatra, Prasadam making. Now even in Gachibowli Satsang we have started, earlier we used to get the Prasadam cooked externally. Now our devotees are cooking Prasadam for other. There is a group, each and every week, one group of 10 devotees would be there and they would be cutting Prasadam. I mean, they would be preparing Prasadam for the Satsang. So it is engaging. We are engaging. Even if you are doing any activity related to God, that is akarma. That is either positive karma or negative karma. It is akarma. Okay, so that's why the path of bhakti is true natural process of controlling the mind, and all other processes are artificial. And he also says, for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. Best of friends. Can you give an example, anyone? For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. Give an example. A lot of examples would be there. Anyone?
You feel you're asked to do something, but your mind says don't do it.
Don't do it. It will do. That's its duty. But I'm asking. Give a case where your mind is a friend. Of course, it will say. But what is the example? I mean, example of showing to others that see, mind can be best friend. That's why I did it.
Being committed to satsang. Being calm in a chaotic situation.
Yeah. See, Saturday means it's a weekend, man. Come on, man. Weekend it is. Saturday. क्या कर रहे हो इधर? Discotheque, कुछ गाना बजाना, DD, lot of things mind will be throwing. But you made the mind a friend and you took a decision. You gave consensus with mind and came to this satsang. So you made a friend with mind and you came here. So here it is an example for who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. Greatest enemy. What is the example? Greatest enemy. Lot of examples.
Drug addicts.
Huh?
Drug addicts.
Drug addicts. Yes.
Saturday party.
Huh?
Saturday party guys.
Saturday. It will be. But you can't even guarantee. Saturday whole night party करेंगे. Can you guarantee it will give a?
Mind will control us and
That's the negative
we
part.
won't-
Yeah, that's a negative part of it. Yeah.
and
So.
we may do the best of things we like, but then still we will not be at peace.
Yeah. You're right. So we need surely a solid determination. We need a solid determination and solid faith and solid surrender. If you don't have that faith perennially, perpetually penetrating that particular faith in you, it's very difficult. Especially mind से games नहीं खेलना. Mind से games नहीं खेलना, जरूर नहीं खेलना. No, don't even attempt to play games with mind. Actually, my Shiksha Guru says, how you can cheat mind? Can you give an example? How you can cheat your mind? Any example? How you can cheat your mind?
It's right for
Thursday, right?
Huh?
I'll do it from tomorrow.
I'll do it.
That is you listen to the mind.
At least, how you can cheat your mind?
I'm just telling you that culture
प्लीज माता जी बेचारे डिवोटीज बैठे हैं उनको बोलने दीजिए
I know how to cheat the heart.
I want हम इधर हार्ट के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे आज मंत्र के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. So only mind. So how can you cheat the mind? Come on. How can you cheat the mind? Only 10 seconds left.
Little stuff that you shouldn't eat, like you don't want to eat, but you're eating.
Okay. You don't want to eat, but you are eating. Yes, please.
Nobody seeing.
Nobody?
Nobody seeing I can do things.
Nobody is seeing good things.
No, nobody is seeing.
Nobody is seeing, so I can do it.
Nobody is seeing, so I can do something negative also.
Listening to mind, Prabhuji, how can you cheat the mind?
Okay, anyway, without wasting time, my Shiksha Guru quotes this dialogue, this statement. He says, my mind wants in-orbit mall, IKEA, lot of offers coming. Buy buy one, you will get 3. Buy 2, you will get 5. Like this offers you see in IKEA and in-orbit mall, lot of shops, right? So mind says, hey, क्या रे तू इधर क्या बैठ घर में बैठ के क्यों क्या चप कर रहा है? Go to that IKEA and take the offers and spend some money, no? Mind says, these many electronics में इतना ऑफर है, अभी इनको क्रिसमस भी आया, दीपावली भी आया, तो जल्दी अच्छा ऑफर्स मिल रहा था, कम रेट में मिलेंगे, less cost you'll be getting it. Go and buy. Why are you sitting and silently chanting here? Spend some amount there. Mind says. Then he drives. He goes to IKEA. He listens to mind. He goes to IKEA. He takes what are the offers are there? USB drive, TV, other groceries, and some laptop, access points, Wi-Fi controllers, etc. Everything he takes worth 1 lakh rupees. He brings all the items and brings to the counter. And counter when the counter wala asks to pay, I'm not paying. Go ahead. Leave it there and go back. You have cheated your mind. Till that point, you are satisfied. Mind also how much happy. Hey, dil mange more. You take no. Please, you take more. But at the fag end, no, I don't want. I'm leaving. That's how you can cheat the mind. You got me? So that's how.
Prabhuji, if you are controlling your mind, right, you can control those thoughts.
Yes.
Then there is no need to go visit these malls also, right? You can.
Prabhuji, the intention
At
is.
home you can get these, right? Why
Yeah.
should we travel and then wait for the last minute to cheat the mind?
Yes. The thing is, Prabhuji, the intention is not here to say not to go to IKEA or in-orbit mall. There is a saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Now, luxury, sometimes if we need one thing, without even mind's intervention also we can go. I need this array. For example, for the last 2 to 3 weeks, these 2 laptops I'm running. Otherwise, earlier I used to run with only 1 laptop, right? So I have something. There is no need for my mind to say that I am getting this situation cleared. I have given that my old projector to that guy and gone to motherboard. I went to IKEA also. He was telling some motherboard, some chip he required. So I went to IKEA. It's not that mind is guiding me. It's my requirement for my satsang and for the spiritual activity. I need this item, so I have to go.
And window shopping is also cheating your mind.
No, it's up to you, bro. Now the choice is yours. Now, if you now mind will say window shopping karo yaar karo. Especially Matajis, probably they might feel bad. They like window shopping. No, whenever Shanti calls me, Yavandi, please what is that? Indra Nagar there is one what is the not mall, but ladies saris and all. What is it? Lot of names are there here. Chennai shopping mall. So lot of malls are there in the Indira Nagar stretch, not Indira Nagar, Telecom Nagar. There are a lot of. So whenever she calls me, I tell, please you go. Once you are over, then only I will come. So I never go and. I can't even select. Even if she shows me how is it, I will say very good. Because I don't know the taste also. Whether it is good or not, if I have good knowledge about any sari, I can tell. But if I don't know, why to disappoint, I will say good. so they are cheating the mind. Cheating the mind.
Prabhuji, one thing. Like you, someone like you told, like they went to IKEA, they took everything discounted at the last moment. They said no. So going to IKEA, like petrol is also gone.
Gone.
Time is also gone.
Gone.
Instead, try. We can do acting. Make wife and IKEA like salesperson.
And act in the house itself.
Yeah. And then say no
You can do that also. Not a bad idea. But Mataji should agree.
Know the time check.
Mataji should agree. She has to play a perfect salesperson there. I really doubt whether she would be acting as a perfect salesperson. Anyway, so the point is, mantra means help us control mind. Mantra means help us control mind rather than mind controlling us. That's the basic point. And whatever we have in mind, sometimes we tell openly, we will not even talk to each other. That's what I mentioned. And it is something like, if there are two dogs in your area, there are two dogs. Within your house premises, there are two dogs. Which dog will bark more? Which dog will bark more? Mataji, they have attended innumerable SSRs. So, yeah, which dog will bark more? There are two dogs in your vicinity. Which dog will bark more?
Which doesn't bite.
Which doesn't bite? No, that is not the answer.
The pet dog.
Huh?
Pet dog.
Pet dog. Okay. Anything else? I'm looking for a more probably answers. Huh?
Which dog is more aggressive?
Aggressive. Okay. Okay. Let me put this question in a different way.
Fear.
Okay. Let me ask this question in another way. A dog for which I am feeding will bark more, or the dog for which I am not feeding will bark more? So the dog for which the feeding happens, that dog will bark more. Huh? No, practically also, see, two dogs are there. The dog which you are feeding, that dog will be barking more. I will more. I need more. If you are not giving anything, simply sitting silently or sleeping, they will do. But whichever you observe, whichever the dog you give feed, that dog will bark more. So our mind is also like that. If you wanted to feed good things, it will ask for more good things. Actually, ISKCON, they don't concentrate on the don'ts. They only concentrate on the do's. Automatically, whatever the do's, good do's are there, if you are overflowing them with some more do's, automatically the other don'ts would go away. When you really enjoy chanting or really enjoy dancing or really bajaying mridangam and all, you will really, other things will go away. Our philosophy has never been, we will not say that. Actually, you will laugh at me. I don't know whether I shared this example or not. In Stockholm, I was in Stockholm in the early days of, I am not completely into ISKCON. One initiated devotee from Jayapatak Swami Maharaj, Srikant Prabhu was there. So, he's a very elder to me. So, he came to my home and I was trying to practice bhakti at that time. So, dosa pindi, right? What are the pindi we prepare? Batter. English batter, right? Batter. I'm sorry, weak English. So that dosa pindi or batter, whichever is there. So since he is coming, I was in a hurry. We should prepare dosa and offer it to God, right? Ideally, we should prepare dosa, then offer it to the Lord and do prasadam prayers, and then we honor prasadam. That's the process. He is coming, so why to become time waste? I'll put the dosa pindi as it is to the Lord, and I was trying to offer. I was trying to offer. Then he came and said, what are you doing? Since you are coming, they already got delayed. So I thought first I will offer like this, and then I will prepare like that. I thought. Then he said, if you are offering like that, the same pindi will you eat? No, but we are not eating. How come you can offer it to Krishna like that? So you are understanding, right, what kind of a background I am coming from. So there are some devotees, merciful devotees, who correct us. Okay. So that thing, feed, that is the good thing has come. Good thing has come, and similarly, when we feed good things, automatically the negative things which are there in us, it will go away. But only we need to make an effort to see what are good things. What are good things? And I already quoted my colleagues who were there working with me in Ericsson. They say, "Arey, before coming to Ericsson here, staying in Stockholm, you didn't used to smoke and drink, right? Why are you started, Ray? Client obligations, Ray. If we don't drink and smoke, no, we will feel alienated, and they will not mix up. They will not consider as a team. So it's a professional obligation that I got hold of drinking and smoking." I told, don't give bullshit reasons. Okay, so the thing is, actually they also want it. Similarly, it's the same way for negative dogs also. Even if whatever you wanted to feel negative, it will ask more negative. First drink, then smoke. Arey, Stockholm, nightlife acha rehta. We'll go to pub, no? Then after pub, what else? The Ram Jane. No, I've seen actually in the Stockholm. I don't know how many of you have been in Stockholm. In Stockholm, there is it's a seashore edge. So every Friday, Saturday, what is that name I'm not getting. Boat में जाते हैं ना, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Cruise trips. And so whatever you negative feel, it will ask for more negative. Similarly, whatever positive you feel, it will ask for more positive. Automatically, whatever is there, the negative, if you are feeding it with more positive, automatically the negative will go. Clear? But are we making an effort to know what is good for us? Because Prabhuji and Mataji, one simple thing, with the background we are coming from, our parents, our grandfathers. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunate, that's not a right term, but with the background we are coming, we are already would be coming with a baggage where we feel that what our parents have taught us or shown us is ultimate right. Generally, that's a generally child tendency that it is ultimate right. But at certain age, we need to see, is there any other good above this? Above that. It doesn't mean that we should hurt parents or we should alienate parents. I don't mean that. But we need to see are there any other good things than what we have currently? Okay. So that's how it goes. So that's what we told, right? But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. So when as I said, when such a person like Arjuna is making comments, then we need to seriously think about it. And it is we need extraordinary power beyond us to actually take the benefit of mantra, because only our effort won't require. Because like as I told, like of Arjuna itself, he is facing so many problems with mind. Then we need an extraordinary power to support our endeavor. That extraordinary power is nothing but mantra. When you are chanting with full faith, full conviction, full dependency, full surrender. Each and every word, it's having a very high weightage, Prabhuji and Matajis. We need to seriously understand what is that weightage. Okay? So now, lots of meditation institutes have come in our current society where, Prabhuji, 8 o'clock, Bata. Lot of institutes have come, meditation centers have come, and it is a booming market also. Meditation markets, meditation centers. Without even stressing on the need of mantra, they try to concentrate silently or concentrate on the tip of a nose, concentrate on the light, concentrate on this. No, Prabhuji, it's not effective. It's not effective. I'm sorry. Okay. So we need to understand the Shastra says without help of mantra, meditation can't be done. Meditation can't be done. You might be getting a temporary relief without even uttering mantra. You can feel happy or peaceful. Why? Any answer? Without even uttering any mantra, doing meditation, also you can feel happy or feel somewhat solace in your mind. How? Why?
Diverting your attention to one thing.
Because 23 hours when we are doing nonsense, 1 hour when we are sitting silent, obviously you will feel nice only. But it is not a bona fide, recommendation. Bona fide recommendation, no. So, finding that kind of people, so point is, most bona fide way of meditation is mantra only. So as I said, for one who has conquered the mind, the super soul is already reached, for he has attained a tranquility. To such a man, happiness and distress, heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same. Anyway, This might be sounding too much renunciate, but we need to understand the truth. Now, there are different yugas. Different yugas have their own. One more item. What I wanted. Huh?
Different years have different dharma.
Dharma. Yeah. Now there is one statement. What I'm going to quote. What great is that purity? What great is that purity which is not able to clear the impurity? Did you get my statement? What great is that purity if it is not able to bear the impurity? Then what greatness is of that purity? Is it sounding like Nityananda? Me in me, man me, that me? No? I will give an example. The example is, what great is that purity? For example, what is it? You are remembering Nityananda?
Even thinking of Gaurav and Nityananda.
The thing is, actually earlier due to one reason for atheism in the current society is due to theism only. I mean, Brahmanas especially, not everyone, most of them, they have most of the Brahmanas, in the earlier years, they have monopolized the Shastras, or it is something that they only wanted to run the show, and they restricted people to come to temple for lower caste people or something like that. So that kind of culture they have created due to their pride. And with that sense, people got averted towards God. We are not allowed. How God is equal to every? God sees everyone equal, right? Why we are not allowed and all? So that kind of thinking has imbibed in people, and they got far away from God. And in a way, atheism increase is due to Brahmanas, some sect of Brahmanas who try to, with their pride, who try to have a monopoly on temple. Okay? And why I quoted the dialogue, what great is that purity? If you are not able to accommodate a Shudra in the bhakti process, in whatever way, if you are not able to accommodate Shudra, then what kind of bhakti it is? God is equal to, transparent or equal to everyone. If at that time, I think you know, right, when earlier there were temples where some Brahmins didn't used to allow some lower strata people. When I say lower strata, Shudras. There are, as per the Varnashrama Dharma, we are having 4 Varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So some sects, in some places, some Brahmins didn't used to allow.
But
So
Prabhuji, nothing is by birth.
yes, nothing is. Now a person who has taken birth in Brahmana family, as per our records he might be Brahmana, as per our school records or college records he might be Brahmana, but with his deeds he can't be a Brahmana. I have seen people in taking birth in Brahmana eating cow meat. I'm sorry to say that. And I have seen even the devotees who have taken birth in Shudra family following high standards of Shastras or Brahmanical
But actually, Shastras say that it's not by birth, but by
Yes.
your actions.
actions. Your actions only, your Varna is decided. Okay? So that's one reason why it got diverted. Now coming to self-realization processes in different yugas, we need to understand we are having how many yugas? So any spiritual advancement without mind control is simply an illusion. That's what I was trying to talk. Spiritual advancement without mind control is simply an illusion. And as we said, Manantrayate iti mantra. Mantra is a sound vibration that delivers the mind. That is the meaning. Now, coming to all religions. Do all religions propagate or encourage chanting? Yes or no? Yes or no? Or you are, for the sake of saying, you are saying yes. I have seen personally, Prabhuji. I have seen personally where even Islam, they do chanting on surah beats. Have you seen any Islam? In fact, recently I have seen a Unani doctor. He's a Pakka Muslim or Islam by religion. While treating his patients, he was having a chanting bits around him. Chanting bits I have seen recently, just 1 month back. 1 month back I have seen. I have a photo also. Yes.
Even Christians chant on the rosemary.
Christians chant on rosemary beads. Yeah, here it is. It's very difficult to see. He's a Unani doctor having beads right adjacent to him. So even this chanting process is not only restricted to Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, but even to other religions also.
Yeah, I've seen like in news also, like somewhere they were showing Imran Khan doing chanting. Like I've seen like that.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, they do, Prabhu. Actually, not only, I have shown only few here, only 4 religions I have shown. But all religions recommend chanting. All religions recommend chantings. And yes, it has come from, because whatever religions you see, Prabhu, all are subsets of Sanatana Dharma. Even Christianity, what are the tenets they have taken, 10 commandments they say, all are being pulled from Sanatana Dharma. But we need to understand, anyway, we will discuss in detail in subsequent sessions on that topic. Because we need to understand Jesus Christ was dealing with people who are shepherds, with a mode of ignorance. So for them, that much level knowledge is only enough. If more than that, sometimes if we give, it is difficult to digest. Can you give I always quote this example. If a person who is failing every subject, one subject every time he fails, will you give a target of 90% to him? No, right? Pass please. Pass. That's what it is. So we are not against any religion here. Each and every religion, they have their own, as per the time, place, circumstances, the God consciousness has to be broadcasted accordingly. We need to understand that. Prabhuji.
But these Muslims are like, they openly they say you can eat meat. Any animal which is like that their legs have two separation, and they are vegetarian and all those things. It's in halal category for them.
Yes,
Prabhu.
Because they in their concept, animals don't have soul. Animals don't. It's a very very easy excuse, right? For meat eaters, it's a very easy excuse, no? Animals soul లేదు కాబట్టి తింటున్నారా? Soul ఉంటే తినేవాడిని కాదురా నేను.
But it's opposite to us, sir. Then how can it be subset to us?
Yeah, what I am saying is, when I say subset, some part of our Sanatana Dharma or some part of some processes they have taken from our Sanatana Dharma to suit them. Probably there are places like Dubai or Middle East countries where the vegetation itself is not possible. As I told, as I used to give an example of my client, he comes, when he comes to Hyderabad, I take him to Satwa and this whole restaurants, and Mahesh, in vegetarianism 200-300 items are there. He's surprised actually, because for them vegetarian without meat, it's nothing. When I go to this technical conferences, technical summits and leadership summits to France or Spain, in the hotel 80% is that only. Luckily, somehow Krishna arranges. Whenever I go, there will be one devotee Mataji was there, cook was there. I told her, right, that Mataji, her mother is from Udupi, by the way. Her mother is from Udupi, and she was working in that hotel, Spain hotel. What is that hotel name? It's 5-star hotel. So in that hotel, she was working as a cook, and I was checking with her if any vegetarian item is there without onion and garlic. Oh, you are from ISKCON, I am seeing you this thing. Then he told, my mother is, I will, for next 3 days, she prepared idli and dosa for sambar for me. Luckily. So somehow Krishna was taking care wherever we are going. So, I don't know. So, yes, Prabhuji. Now coming to your point, Prabhuji, yes, there are some religions where they are propagating that animals don't have souls. But it is right or not? Obviously, it is not right. Obviously, it is not right. Now, it is one way to even something like this for clearing our urges or fulfilling our desires. We need some excuse, right? We need some excuse, and this is some excuse. For example, I always quote government employees who gets retired. They put black dye. Black dye they put 70, 80 years వచ్చాయి ఎందుకు నీకు డై వై యూ నీడ్ డై ఫర్ బ్లాక్ కలరింగ్ when I say he will say Venkaiah Naidu he being a Venkaiah Naidu great minister he is putting black dye KCR is putting black dye పెద్ద పెద్ద వాళ్ళు చేస్తున్నారా నాకేంటి తప్పు they will say okay ready పెద్దవాళ్ళు చేస్తున్నారు but Narendra Modi is not putting why are you not taking his example నువ్వు నాకు పుట్టావా నేను నీకు పుట్టానా have you taken birth from me or I have taken birth from you? When they feel offended, So they use the philosophies as per their convenience. There are so many organizations like that. If you are satisfying their ego, they will pour money like anything.
It's like a lot of people.
Yes.
I don't know who,
Yeah.
but in Zenith also,
Yeah.
they take their dogs they take for a tour. They like it's an American culture.
Yes,
Like
yes.
they take a British culture or a Western culture. Seeing them, they will take their dogs very nicely. They will like somewhere internally they are thinking, yeah, we are modern, we are Western. Some love their dogs also. But these Western people, if their dogs poos, they clean it off. They don't do. But these people don't do that. As per their convenience, they do it. They're taking them out and all those things. But then,
Yes.
but they're living like that. Some of them, unfortunately.
Yes. It's there, bro. When you say when you are talking about dog, I remember a session happened in Vihanga, and there was a statement I quoted. Srila Prabhupada, I have given a criteria for someone to be called as God in the last session, right? That he should be the owner, he should be the proprietor, he should be the enjoyer, and he should be the cause of all causes. Then only if anyone fulfills this criteria, he is to be called as Bhagavan or God. If he is calling himself God, then he is actually dog. That is a statement I quoted. That quoted one Mataji felt offended. How come you talk about dog like that? Not dog, you feel it is most faithful animal, this thing that she quoted, and I was trying to convince her. Mataji, I'm not against dog. I love even cats. I love dog, and everyone we love dog. It doesn't mean that if you love dog, we love all the entities. It's not only dog. Are you vegetarian, non-vegetarian? Anyway, the topic has gone away, and she felt offended a bit because I quoted that statement that Srila Prabhupada said that whoever fulfills these 4 criteria is a god. Otherwise, he is a dog. D-O-G, dog. For that statement, she felt offended. How come you talk low about dog? That is the status. I can't help it. But we need to understand. So, all bona fide scriptures show that, and even chanting is such a difficult task. Srila Prabhupada also faces when he, especially when he is dealing with foreigners. There is one small pastime when he tells devotees to chant, and foreign devotees say, can't. Chant and can't. So yeah, we need to understand it. Basically, all this chanting process is recommended in all religions. Do you know what Lord Shiva? He is having chanting beats in his hand. What is he chanting? What is he chanting? What is he chanting? Are you sure?
He was asked by.
No, 1 minute. I think I'm seeing question mark faces. Do you know what is he chanting, Lord Shiva? When he's having beads in his hand, what is he chanting? Do you know, even in Varanasi, when people die, there is a belief, faith that Lord Shiva comes and tells in their ears. Why only ears? Why only ears? Do you know in our womb, in Mataji's womb, when a kid is growing, what is the first sense which is developed? Yes. And do you know which is the last sense which is going to get deactivated once we die? Yes. Even if you die, ears are active. It will take some time to actually get down. Even if that's the reason why immediately when any person is dies, someone go to hear and chant. And Lord Shiva, Parama, Vishnu, Vaishnavanam Yadha Shambhu, okay? He also chants Ravana. Okay? What is it? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't change the screen. Yeah, sorry. This is the. I was seeing there are two things, right? So double impact. So rosemary beads, hallelujah, yeah. Hallelujah, or some other god names are there. They chant on the rosemary. May the Lord bless or something. They chant owing to the god. They chant. I have personally seen Christians chanting on the beads. I have personally seen even the Muslims chanting on the surah beads. Christian people chanting on the rosemary beads. Buddhism also I have seen. Buddhism also they chant. And Hinduism there is no need to say. So this chanting is there, and now coming to here there is this statement. There is a statement in Shikshashtakam. Shikshashtakam is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, do you know? Have you heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Anyone? Okay, let me ask this: who have not heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Lift their hands. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 4 devotees or 4 or 5 devotees have not heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna himself, taking birth 500 years back. 500 years back in the Bengal province. And to prove it, this is not the session. I can provide you 25, not 25, 50 verses showing that Krishna has taken another incarnation. This is the first. This is the incarnation in the Kali Yuga. What he has taken form as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another incarnation is left in Kali Yuga. What is that? This is yet to come. Yet to come. Probably it's the fag end of Kali Yuga. How many years have passed in Kali Yuga? How many years are there in Kali Yuga? Yeah. Elevated devotees, no. How many years in Kali Yuga? 4,32,000. How many years have passed in Kali Yuga? 5,175 to be precise, if I am not wrong. 5,175 years, approximately it has passed. So, it has been said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has come 500 years back, is a reincarnation of Lord Krishna. Okay? There are again scriptural proofs that he is Krishna himself. So, he has given, as Krishna has given Bhagavad Gita, which is how many verses? Bhagavad Gita? 700 verses. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for our Kali Yuga people, 700 shlokas is difficult. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given only how many shlokas?
60.
No. 8. Shikshashtakam. Ashtakam. Shikshashtakam. So, in that, this verse comes. Nam Nam Kari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrishi Tavakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrisham Ihajani Nanuragaha. So what does it mean? Oh my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energies. These are not even hard and fast rules for chanting, and these names, oh my Lord, out of kindness you enabled us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. No attraction for them. There's a lot of Matajis, lot of people say when a person is left his body, we should not chant, we should not do puja. Have you heard that? Have you heard that? Do you know the reason why they do like that? No, there is nothing like that, but there is a reason. Earlier days there used to be joint families, and in joint family there used to be a garbhagudi. Every house used to have, not like now. Not like now. Every house used to have a garbhagudi, and every person in the house used to worship. Very rarely nowadays they do. Very rarely nowadays they do. Okay, so for that reason they used to stop, so that Shuddhi has to be done at that time. But now there is no proper Garbhagudi in house. So it's not like that. You can do puja, you can do chanting. Someone in Jakarta died in India, I should not chant because someone in Jakarta died. No, you can chant. Eight over. And another half an hour. Okay. Now, some Matajis say, some Matajis who have monthly periods, can I chant Prabhuji? You can chant. You can even go to the temple, but not to the Garbhagudi. Okay, so this is a general doubts what people or devotees have, whether I can chant or I am having this. Actually, one couple of Matajis who have not come to the session also sometimes. Later they told that this problem was there. Mataji, there is nothing to do with that. There is nothing like that. So you can come to this spiritual session. Not a problem. That doubt some devotees have. That I wanted to clear that. Okay. So now coming to each yuga. Now Satyuga. Satyuga, yeah.
One question.
Yes.
We normally chant Hare Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Is there a reason why it is that order?
That's there in the subsequent slides. I will cover it. Okay. Now in Satyuga, what is the life's total number of years? In Satyuga, what was the total number of years? In Kali Yuga, just now Mataji or Prabhuji said 4,32,000 years. Now in Satyuga there were total 17,28,000 years. 17,28,000 years. Now, what is the process of self-realization during that time in Satyuga? What is the process of self-realization in Satyuga? How people used to get self-realized and go back home, back to Godhead? No. Okay. Meditation on the form of Vishnu was the process. Dhyana. So the process of self-realization in this yuga was to meditate on Vishnu. And do you know the lifespan of people in Satyuga? No. Satyuga. 1 lakh years.
1 lakh.
1 lakh, yes. 1 lakh years was the tenure or a lifespan in Satyuga.
1 lakh.
You are not able to work.
1 lakh divine years or?
No, 1 lakh earth years. 1 lakh earth years. Can you imagine just 50 years back? 50 years back, can you believe that people used to live for 150 years? Even there are people 125 years also live. And 200 years back, there are people who lived for 150 years also. 150 years, some 200 years back. And 400, 500 years back, if you see, people were there who lived for 200, 250 years also. Yes, it was there. Now, if you track back like that also, that capacity was there. I mean, people, the average lifespan was 1 lakh years for a person in Satyuga.
1 lakh years.
1 lakh years. Yes, that's the lifespan. Now, what is the average in Kali Yuga? Life expectancy is how many years? Because I'm just trying to correlate with Kali Yuga. Actually, ideally 100 years. Ideally 100 years. Because 100 years, you might have seen people living for 100 years. Ideally, 100 years is the life expectancy in Kali Yuga. But in Satyuga, the life expectancy is 1 lakh years. Now, one question to all of you. Prabhuji, what is Prahlad's age when Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narsimhadev? What is Prahlad's age? 5 years. Did anyone got this doubt? Prabhuji, Prahlad's age was 5 years. But Hiranyakashipu meditated or did austerity for 1000 years to get the boon. Hiranyakashipu did austerity and got the boon from whom? Brahma. He got the boon from Brahma 1000 years, and when after 1000 years he came, his kid is 5 years only. How?
1000 heavenly years, divine years.
That's why I told him to chant from day one itself.
No.
I was expecting थोड़ा सस्पेंस बनाने का प्लान कर रहा था, आपने बिगाड़ दिया. That's okay. Thing is, he was
360 times more.
yes,
360 times
yeah.
more.
There is a heavenly calculation because the scientists, NASA and all scientists, they have recently found out that the time period what we have here in Earth and in other planets, there is a lot of variation. Even I think recently, what is that? Recent moon movie. Interstellar also you might have seen, right? Yeah. So that is the funda there. It's not that Interstellar or that funda has come recently, but our already Shastras have been telling that long way back. Okay, that is the logic. Yes.
So, two instances. When Balramji got married, the kind lady, the great lady whom he got married was born many births before,
Yes.
and they went to heaven,
Yes.
and they saw like some Gandharv going on,
Yes.
and they waited for a few minutes. But God told that you came with your daughter to the
Yes.
king. It's great because once you go back, you think it's 5 minutes, but many yugas has gone
Yes.
in this time, and your wife and everyone is gone. Had you not taken your daughter with you, she would have also gone. Now, after so many years, so many yugas, Balramji is
Yes,
there
yes.
with the perfect
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
And then King Muchkun.
Yes, yes. Prabhuji, lot of examples are there. If you read Bhagavatam, you will read lot of examples are there like that. So this confusion is clear. So why 5 years and 1000 years? Yes, yes. You sit with Prabhuji, he will tell so many examples.
Ravati is the name of the wife of Balaram.
Yes.
His father means Ravati.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
yeah,
Which is different.
yeah, and in yes, Prabhu, 1 minute, Prabhu. And in Satyuga, and Satyuga, as it is mentioned, the time of death or transcendence was chosen at will. They have the willingness to, whenever they wanted to leave the body, they had the willingness due to the purity in the environment, because all the 4 legs of Dharma were perfectly active in Satyuga. What are the 4 legs of Dharma? Come on, Aishwarya Mataji. 4 legs of Dharma. Truth, austerity, Satyam, Shauchyam,
Cleanliness and truth.
Ahimsa, Satyam, Shauchyam, Ahimsa, Tapasya. Yes, Tapasya. 4. These are the 4 legs of Dharma. All the 4 legs of Dharma were perfectly active in Satyuga. So, due to that environment, we were having an option to choose the death at will. And the average lifespan at the beginning of the Yuga is 1 lakh years, and the average height was 32 feet. In Satyuga people, average height was 32 feet. 32 feet. Tall. 32 feet. 32 feet. Now, in Treta Yuga, how many years? 12 lakh 9,960 years. In Treta Yuga, that is nothing but silver age, 12 lakh 96,000 years. The process of self-realization is performance of yajnas, and the average lifespan is 10,000 years, and average height is 21 feet. Very impossible to believe, right? Hard to believe, right? You ask your, we will discuss this in next subsequent session. आपके केस अगर ग्रैंडफादर और ग्रैंडमदर जिंदा हैं तो एक बात पूछिएगा, 50 years back there were no hotels, restaurants, there were no water sellings, education was free, medical was free. Even when I was born, there used to be sanis or urlo Mantrasani. That sani I was not getting. Mantrasani, yeah. Mantrasanis used to be there. Even when I was born in a village kind of environment, so no doctors. They used to come, they used to treat us, and without paying any amount, we used to give donation. They didn't used to charge 2,000 10,000 20,000. No, they didn't used to charge. Always it's our free will to give. No, I'm saying, since Prabhuji not, when I say not believable, these things, see, it has happened in your tenure only. Check with your grandfather or grandmother. These hotels and restaurants were not there. Water selling was not there. Aage, lot of things will happen. I don't want to make you depressive by telling all this. Okay, so
No, I
the
remember, like,
yeah.
my childhood was so, like,
yeah. So the godly
Teacher, one small limit there, we have to
yes
ladder.
yes
That the situation will come.
yes.
Even chilies were free with vegetables.
Yes. That's right. Anyway, so the godly qualities, the godly qualities in Treta Yuga decreases 1/4 compared to Satyuga. It's during this time Varnashma Dharma is introduced. The one Veda was orally transmitted from Guru to disciple. So there were no written scriptures. Orally, the people used to have memory powers that much that Vedas, when they utter, automatically stamp ho jata tha. Not like our Kali Yuga memories. They know our Kali Yuga memories is chip break. That's the reason why they have written form. Okay. So now in Dwapar Yuga, the Bronze Age lasted for 8,64,000 years. The process of self-realization is worship of deities within temple. The average lifespan is 1,000 years. Average height is 11 feet. And there are battles between many kingdoms and between the godly and demoniacs. Godly and ungodly can take birth in the same family. The Vedas are divided for people with different natures. Humans live with predominance of mode of passion and ignorance.
Prabhuji, but Lord Krishna lived for 128 years.
125 years, yes.
125.
Prabhuji, we should not say that Lord Krishna.
In this material world.
Yeah. We should. We should never say that some people give a lot of messages. We should never say that Lord Krishna died after 120 years. No, we should not say that.
Oh, sorry.
Lord Krishna left this planet. It is simple example. It is simple example. For example, Prabhuji, in which company you work, Prabhu? You. IBM you work. Who is this? What is the CEO's name? CEO's name. Arvind, right? Okay. If Arvind comes today to Hyderabad branch and he goes to say New York branch tomorrow, will we say that since he is leaving from Hyderabad, he died? No, right? He came, he did some duty and left to New York. Similarly, Krishna has come, performed his pastimes and left to his abode. He went to his home. With an improper knowledge, people quote that. No problem. But yes, he was here for 125 years, Prabhu, and after performing his pastimes for 125 years, he left to his abode. What is your question?
No, it's said like 1,000 years.
Yeah. 1,000 years. 1,000 years is the lifespan in the beginning of Treta Yuga. In the beginning of the Dwapar Yuga, the life expectancy was 1,000 years, and slowly it has come down. But it has no. Since Krishna left at 125, after 125 years, it doesn't mean that everyone will be living at 100 or 120. There are people even at that time when Krishna left this planet, people were there who were living for 1,000 years. Yes, there were people living for 1,000 years. Okay, so humans, yeah. So now, the iron age of hypocrisy and Kali Yuga is the iron age of hypocrisy and quarrel, and it lasts for 4,32,000. There is no need for. Why is he saying that Kali Yuga is the iron age of hypocrisy and quarrel? There is no reason for fighting. If I see seriously Prabhuji like this, ఏంట్రా భయ్ ఎందుకు చాలా చూస్తున్నావు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు నీ గురించి? There is no reason for fighting in the Kali Yuga. Have you noticed it in your personal experience? I have seen, of course, luckily it didn't happen with me, but I used to see why people are fighting silly reasons actually. పెళ్ళిళ్ళలో ఎస్పెషల్లీ నాకు గ్లాస్ నేను ఇంత దూరం నుంచి చూస్తే గ్లాస్ నీళ్ళు ఇవ్వలేదు నాకు మాట్లాడను పో. There are families who didn't speak for 1 or 2 years since they were not offered water due to some busy schedule or something. I have personally seen.
Ramji, in my personal life, I offered water because I was carrying my child in right hand. So I offered water with left hand. And that led to a big fight.
How can you give water with left hand? How dare you?
That it is mannerless.
Mannerless girl. Mannerless daughter-in-law.
Actually, they are very busy people.
No, I'm just.
They think about business.
Yeah. I'm trying to say this Kali Yuga, there is no need of reason to fight actually. The iron age is of hypocrisy and hypocrisy. Right? Probably parent భరద్వాజ్ భరద్వాజ్ ఎంత మంచివాడివిరా ఈ నా కొడుకు మొత్తం బాగా ప్రమోషన్ వచ్చింది చాలా బాగున్నావరా. హిపోక్రసీ మన మనసులో ఉంటుంటుంది, బయట ఉంటుంది. రైట్? సో దట్స్ వాట్ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్. సో हिंदी एग्जाम्पल्स सेम क्या हिंदी एग्जाम्पल्स क्या बोले हिंदी एग्जाम्पल्स का आई मीन बहू सास बहू लॉट ऑफ सीरियल्स आर गोइंग ऑन ऑलरेडी. सास बहू सास आके बोलेगी, सास सोचेगी. आई डोंट नो हिंदी में बोलने के लिए सास बहू के बारे में डेयरिंग नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ मैं. Because I see lot of Mataji's here. So
there was a very sad instance which happened, like two friends were going to a liquor shop, and there was a gupchup friend who was selling gupchup. So one friend told, I will go and eat gupchup, and you also come, you buy the bottles and come to me. They didn't drink the last that time. When this guy went to the gupchup shop, there was another guy also who came to the gupchup shop, and this guy started fighting with him that I came first, so I must get the first gupchup. The other guy also said, no, I came first. He also came into the ring. By that time, the other guy also came, and for this thing, they beat this guy so badly that he died. This happened in Rio.
Probably whatever actually first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga is known as golden period of Kali Yuga. After 10,000, since only 5,200 years are happened till now, next 4,800, at least if someone is talking about good God, at least they will appreciate, okay, what is Devud okay. After 10,000 years, if you utter God's name, people are going to chase you to death. What are the little God consciousness people would be there after 10,000 years of Kali Yuga? They will be living in forests. That is the situation. Anyway, again, it's a depressing statements, but we need to understand. Anyway, so humans live predominantly in Kali Yuga with mode of ignorance, and as we mentioned, the process of self-realization is Sankirtana, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Okay, Prabhu ji, आपने presentation बहुत अच्छा prepare किया, wonderful presentation. This presentation I also can prepare wonderfully in nice designs and all. I can also prepare more wonderful presentations like this, more better than you. Where are the proofs? Why are you saying chanting is the process of self-realization? Where is the proof?
You are not changed.
I am not changed. Intentionally I didn't change. There clearly it is mentioned, right? The process of self-realization is Sankirtana, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. There is a possibility. I don't think you will think, but there is a possibility. Probably presentation nenu Google lo search chesi, I will also prepare better presentation than you. Where is the proof that process of self-realization is Sankirtana, chanting of the holy name of the Lord? Where is the proof? Here is the proof. Please repeat after me. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastaiva, 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 Gatiranyatha. It is mentioned in Brahan Naradiya Purana. What does it say? For spiritual progress in this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There is no alternative. There is no alternative to the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Enduku మూడు సార్లు చెప్పారు? Why 3 times? చాలా వరకు మ్యారేజెస్ హ్యాపన్ ఇన్ ద మిడ్ నైట్ తాళి కట్రా అని కట్టేశా. Because our acharyas were very knowledgeable, they know Kali Yuga people mindset, they know. So that's why 3 times Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Iva Kevalam Kalau Nastaiva Gatiranyata. Okay, so Yagnosmi Japa Yogmi Asmi, of sacrifices I am the chanting of the holy name. That's what when Krishna says in 10.25 Bhagavad Gita. Like this we can go on in Bhagavatam. कलर दोष निधे राजन अस्ति हे एको महान गुना Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrajet. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is the ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Why we are saying simply, Prabhuji and Mataji? Simply chanting. Do you know? In Treta Yuga, what was the self-realization process? No. It's in Satyuga. Meditation is in Satyuga. Yagnas. In Yagnas, do you know how much effort is needed? Can you even imagine? Even in Kali Yuga also Yagnas are being done. I am not saying it's not done. But do you know what kind of purity is required to do Yagnas? We need to pour gold. What is the gold rate right now? No, seriously, what is the gold rate right now?
6,000 per gram.
Huh?
6,000 per gram.
Only Mataji's can tell the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, my mom curses myself and Shanti, my wife. Because we are little, somehow in that way we are, in that aspect we are one. Gold, we are not that much attached. My mom always curses both of us. Gold she curses us. But coming to this Yagnas they used to pour gold. Have you seen anyone pouring gold in Kali Yuga? Yagnas happening? And you know, when the Yagnas used to happen in Treta Yuga, they used to select one old cow which is ready to die, offer it as a sacrifice. Why sacrifice? To know the result. One is, if it is a perfect outcome or a positive outcome is coming out of Yagna, then that cow or Gomata which is offered as a sacrifice will be coming up with a new body, new fresh body. That is a criteria, or that is a signal that Yagna is successful. If the cow which is sacrificed coming out with a new body, fresh body, it is a successful. And if it is not success, then king who is performing that Yagna would be getting a sin of Gohatya, and would be taking birth. How many births? How many hairs are there on the Gomata? That many births king would be taking if the Yagna is failure. And one more thing. You know the ghee they pour in Yagna. For preparing 1 liter of ghee, how many liters of milk is required approximately? Can you guess? No. 40 to 45 liters of milk is required to prepare 1 proper pure ghee. And even that ghee to prepare, there is a muhurta. In Brahma muhurta only you have to do, and in certain temperature only you have to do. Then only that purity to the ghee would be there. What are the ghee bottle you are getting? Yagna, ghee we forgot. Go immediately to supermarket, drink it. Bo dalo. It's not a formality, Prabhujis. It's not a formality. That kind of, and the Brahmanas who used to chant or to participate in the Yagnas, the level of consciousness what they used to have, they never used to even take a drop of water till the Yagna is completed. And they were experts in Vedic hymns. That kind of rishis, they used to come and do the Yagna, thousands of them, and all thousands of them you should chant hymns together.
In that case, Prabhuji, the Yagna that is performed now in Kali Yuga, does it have any impact when result?
Mataji, nothing wrong we can do, nothing wrong in doing it, but surely it will not be that fruitful as the benefit what you are getting, what you used to get in Treta Yuga. You will not get that kind of benefit if you do it today. Because in Kali Yuga, already the process is given. Why are you not following it? This particular process is meant for Treta Yuga mainly. But if you are doing, are we ready to do that kind of, what are the parameters I told now? Are you ready to do? Can you pour gold? Can you get that kind of ghee? That's why God himself have given what is the process to be followed. Baba, this process you follow. Nee patti barak ardham kaadu. Neeku nee ichcha.
There's no use of doing it.
Mataji, it is not recommended. It is not recommended in this yuga. But if you are doing it, the benefit you are not going to get. In fact, we do. There are so many homos also we do, but the benefit what you are expecting might not come.
In fact,
We will get some benefit, but
Not to the extent what we are expecting.
even the brahmanas who are performing the yajna, they have to have the real brahminical culture. Which means what is a brahminical culture is basically that I am not this body, I am the soul.
Yes.
Body realization should not be there.
Yeah, I personally know, and even the Shiksha Guru knows one Brahmin who, while opening Vaishnava Seva Kunj, our Goshala, he came and he performed yagna, and he performed in fact he performed yagna, and he even didn't drink a drop of water, Mataji. And Prabhuji was asking, can you drink a little water, Prabhu? I think you are looking very tired and all. He said, Prabhuji, నేను చేసే పనికి రేపు మీ వైష్ణవ సేవ ముందు సక్సెస్ అవ్వాలి. And if the Goshala has to be successful, or the Gomatas who are going to stay here have to fed nicely and all, I should not be the reason for it. Please don't force me to drink or eat anything. But is that consciousness there in all the Brahmins? Immediately once we go, ఒక కప్పు కాఫీ పట్టండి అయ్యా, ఒక కప్పు టీ పట్టండి, two hands, two mobiles. అరే అక్కడ శారదం పెట్టావా, ఇక్కడ శారదం పెట్టావా, ఆమ్యా ఆమ్యా. No, that consciousness is low in today's Brahmins. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to say the truth. Majority of them are not able to maintain that standards of Brahminical culture. Okay, so that, and deity worship.
When the military is going on,
Yes.
tomorrow, Ayodhya Sri Rama Mandir,
Yes.
coming on January 24.
Yes.
I don't know how much age is,
Yes.
but is
They will come. No, they will. Actually, even Statue of Equality I have seen. When the Statue of Equality was established, that kind of environment I could see. How many Brahmins used to sit, right? When I don't know how many of you have gone to Statue of Equality for the first 12 or 10-12 days. How many have gone? They are proper. So many pandals were kept. So many rishis were there. They were doing the yaga together, chanting together. And no doubt, I think they would have poured even gold also. They did it properly. Yagas, they do nothing wrong in doing it, Mataji, but it's very rare. As a single family, can you afford that kind of yaga? Now, Statue of Equality is such a big event. A lot of people have come forward and did that. Anyway, that's not the topic, but we need to understand for Kali Yuga, chanting is the process recommended. Now, coming to the Dwapar Yuga, yeah, but,
sorry, I'm serious.
you know,
Like here, I know what you said, it's quite hard. Like people are pouring gold
Yes.
and means these are very the real even today, like in some temples, like people they offer gold.
Yes.
But I think that's but that's not correct, because it's like
Yes,
God you give me this much and only then I will it's like a partnership. It's
Yeah.
not like a
Yeah.
selfless thing. What they used to do in that yajna, that was done selflessly.
yes. Yeah, that's right.
But people today also they are giving gold in the temples and all, but they are not doing it selflessly.
Yes, that consciousness is very important, Prabhuji. That consciousness is really very important, and that
You
consciousness.
give me 1 crore rupees, I will give you 5 lakhs.
For 5 lakh rupees.
Gold.
Yes, that's the consciousness. So we need to understand. So like that in even deity worship. What is the Treta Yuga? What is the process? I said deity worship. Do you know how tough it is to do deity worship? The process is given for deity worship also. Have you? Okay, let me ask the question in another way. Have you heard? Who have not heard this scripture name, Narada Pancharatra? How many of you have not heard Narada Pancharatra? Not heard. Yeah. I think most of them have heard. So Narada Pancharatra Vidhi is a process given by Narada himself in Badrikashram on how to do a deity worship. How to do a deity worship? Now sometime we will be doing Damodarashtakam. We need to do four rounds on the feet, 2 rounds on the belly, and 3 rounds on the face, and 7 rounds whole. Like lot of processes there. And
Why describe a number like that?
yeah, there is a logic for that. There is a logic behind it. And once a deity is there in your home, you have to treat the deity as if one person is there in the home. There is a process in Narada Pancharatra where it says how to wake the deity, how to give a breakfast, how to brush his teeth, how to make him sleep, how to change the clothes, how to make him bath, etc. All this information is given in Narada Pancharatra. So deity worship is also very difficult. Okay, so that's the reason why. Now coming to the next one, the another shloka where it says in Bhagavatam, whatever result here, krite yad dhyayat Vishnu, another shloka showing the same thing. Krite yad dhyayat Vishnu, tretayam yajato makhay, dvapare paricharyayam, kalau tad dhari kirtanat. Whatever result was obtained in Satyuga by meditating on Vishnu, in Treta Yuga by performing sacrifices, and in Dwapara Yuga by serving the Lord's lotus feet, can be obtained in Kali Yuga simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay? 8:30. Another 10 minutes, we'll close it. Okay? Like that, we can go on. Now, coming back to the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What is the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Hare means energy of. There are 3 holy names that make up the Mahamantra: Hare Krishna, and Rama. Hare is the energy of God. Hare is a powerful word that directly addresses the energy of the Lord. Krishna is all attractive, and Rama is all pleasure. Rama here refers to Balarama, which gives the pleasure of what we do. And Hare is the energy of the God requesting. So basically, this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The meaning says, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in the loving service of Lord Krishna. And when you are engaged in the service, give that enjoyment also. That enjoyment should be given by Rama. That's the pleasure he is talking about. Okay? You please engage me in your service and also give me the pleasure when I am engaged in the service. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Now, Phalashruti of Sri Vishnu Sahasranama. What is Sri Rama Rama Rama? Can you read someone? I chant the holy name of Rama and thus enjoy beautiful sound. This holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. 1000 holy names of Lord Vishnu is nothing but one Rama. Calculation, math. Bring up your mathematical hats now. Okay.
Sri Rama, Rama.
Sri Rama.
3 times Rama.
3 times Rama is equal to 1000 times. 1000 times uttering the name of Vishnu. Now, verse from Brahmana Purana. Sahasra Namanam, it is from Brahmana Purana. Sahasra Namanam Punyam Tir Avrityatu Yat Phalam Ekavrityatu Krishnasya Namikam Tad Prayachati. If one utters Sri Krishna Nama once, one obtains the same result that comes from chanting the pure Vishnu Sahasra Nama 3 times. Pure one Krishna means no, it's not 3 Vishnus. 3000 Vishnus. Sahasra Nama. Sahasra means 1000. Okay, now giving the calculation back here. So calculation goes something like this. So 1000 Vishnu names is equal to 1 Rama name. Okay, and 3 Rama names is equal to 1 Krishna name. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra has how many Krishnas? 4 Krishnas. And how many Ramas? 4 Ramas. So that means 12,000 names of Vishnu and 4,000 names of Vishnu. So total names of Vishnu in one Mahamantra. When we are saying, all of you say together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So that means you just now uttered 16,000 Vishnu names. 16,000 Vishnu names. So total names of Vishnu in 108 mala. When we say 1 round, that means 108 times you are uttering Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That means 17,28,000 times you are uttering Vishnu names. Similarly, total number of Vishnu names when you are uttering 16, when you are doing 16 rounds of Mahamantra means 2 crore 76 lakhs 48,000 names of Vishnu you are uttering. Yes, please. Now, one before I will reach out. Now, someone say, Prabhuji, I am already doing chanting of other Mata or other God, other Lakshmi Sahasranama. I do lot of chanting. I do. Then should I stop that one? No need to stop. Please go ahead with it, but please do extra 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Actually, one Gaurang Prabhu says, what does he say? He says when you are getting mercy from the transformer itself, why you are worrying about the electricity from house? But it doesn't mean that we are underestimating Lalita Sahasranama or Vishnu Sahasranama. No, we are not. You can do nothing wrong about it. But please add this. Yes, Prabhu. Sanjeev Prabhu, please go ahead.
So, if you look at the avatars of Mahavishnu, Sri Ram came before
Yes.
Krishna.
Yes.
When we recite the Mahamantra, we first recite it with Krishna, not with Rama.
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the significance of having Krishna first and then Rama?
Yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, as per Shastras or as per our senior acharyas and as per scriptures also, all these avatars are emanating from Krishna, which we will logically prove in session 10. Who is God? What are Mukkoti Devatas? Why so many demigods? And why only Krishna? What are the qualities of when Lord Shiva is having 60 qualities? Some demigods have less than 60 qualities, but Krishna has 64 qualities. What are those additional 4 qualities? And why is Krishna? Logically, we prove in who is God. Let us not jump the guns. So that in that section I will do. But we need to understand that all the avatars, even Rama avatar is also avatar of Krishna. Yes.
So like when we talk about all the avatars, the Matsya avatar and the Kurma avatar and all
Yes,
the avatars,
yes.
Narasimha avatar and Ram avatar and Krishna avatar and then the Kalki avatar also.
Yes.
When you say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is avatar,
Yes.
his name is not there in that.
Prabhuji, very good question, Prabhu. Very nice question. Do you know this Dashavatar कब prominence में आया? Any idea who has given this Dashavatar? First, how many years back it was given Dashavatar? Actually, Lord don't have only Dashavatar. He has innumerable avatars. But these 10 are prominent avatars. This Dashavatar was given by Shad Goswamis. Jayadev Goswami. Jayadev Goswami, 500 years back, has given this prominent 10 Dashavatars of Lord Krishna to mankind. But Krishna has innumerable avatars. And in the same who is God, we will see how many kinds of avatars are there. Now these are, Leela avatars, Purusha avatars, Shakti Avesha avatars, lot of varieties of, it is something like, it's a long topic, bro. We will discuss in who is God. Session 10, it's more elaborate. We will come to an end proving that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is a organization structure where one CEO is there and a CFO, COO, CTO, HR head, all. So like that, this is similar to that, this organization structure. All other devatas, demigods, Mukkoti devatas have also death. They also leave the body. Okay? Anyway, that we will sequentially discuss in session 10.
That's why in Vamana when he was very happy with Raja Bali, that he was Vamana God was very happy that Raja Bali was totally dedicated.
Yes.
And he got cursed also, but he was never dead.
Yes.
Like his mind never got deferred.
Yes.
And he was. Then he told that once you will also get chance to become Indra.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So one Indra will go, and then you will also have chance to become one Indra.
Indra. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So Prabhuji and Mataji, we have nothing wrong in chanting, but whatever the chanting you have been doing till now, you need to verify. You need to verify whether it is a bona fide chanting or not. Please don't get cheated. Let's have a guts to ask or authority to ask whether whatever I am doing is right or not. Please, Prabhuji, and I can. There are. Yes, Prabhuji.
Who tells which is correct, which is not?
Yeah, that's not true. For example, they have to approach the devotees. They need to. So, someone is having a doubt, some mantra they are doing a chanting, and it's not a bona fide one.
See, Shiva says, somebody says, Namaskar is the best. Somebody says, somebody Vishnu is the
Right.
okay.
Right. Now, very good question.
Somebody says, Sai Baba is good. Somebody he says like that, there are so many gods.
Surely Sai Baba is not a god. No doubt about it. No scriptural references. He is not a god. He is a normal human being. We have made him a god. He never said that I am a god. He said Sabka Malik Ek. Sabka Malik Ek. Did he say that oh Malik main hu? No. He is not a god at all. I'm sorry if it is hurting someone. I'm really sorry, but he is not in Sampradaya or he is not a personality from Sampradaya. I'm sorry.
Sai Baba ne garden chapaledu.
No, that's it.
I'm not sure, but somewhere like he used to eat non-veg as well.
Yeah, that's a different topic, Prabhu. But surely he is not a god. He is not even Parampara. Yes,
There are a lot of four sampradayas.
yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Which sampradaya we need to follow how to
That's what Mataji. Which sampradaya?
Which sampradaya we need to follow?
Mataji. So generally, Sri Sampradaya and Brahma Sampradaya is available generally in South India. South India, these are the main sampradayas. Whatever the Sri Vaishnava temples are there. Ashish, one minute. Mataji is asking one question. 1 minute. So Mataji, so mainly prominently in South India, Sri Sampradaya is prevalent and also Brahma Sampradaya. And in India and all over the world, Brahma Sampradaya is there. And in northern part of India, Rudra Sampradaya and Kumar Sampradaya is followed, Mataji. Now, you need to make an effort to understand. Whether it is in Sampradaya or not. Whether immediately when some sessions are happening, these spiritual sessions are happening, right? For example, I am sitting here today. Prabhuji, with what authority you are talking about the spiritual topics? For example, Deepa Mataji and Lakshmi Mataji, they have been knowing me for 3 to 4 years now. My Shiksha Guru is there. If I am uttering something wrong, which is against scriptures, my disciplinary section, whichever is there, Leela Guru, Shiksha Guru would be there. And it will eventually go to Diksha Guru also sometimes. वो महेश जाके उधर zenith में क्या क्या बक रहा है, there is proper lineage is there. So you need to make an effort to understand whether it is in Sampradaya. They might say, Mama, Sampradaya, ask, which Sampradaya do you believe? Do you believe? Who is your Guru? Ask. Who is your Diksha Guru? Ask. Who are your Acharyas in your lineage? Ask. To verify. For your question, how to verify? Ask. If they are bogus, Mataji, they will not, because there are already so many people who wanted to go to bogus only. So not to disturb them, they will take you separately. If they have guts, they will say right in front, yes, I belong to this Sampradaya, my Guru is he and my Diksha Guru is he, and we are following this Guru and this Guru. We are from his divine grace, Srila Prabhupada's Sampradaya, that is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Vaishnava Sampradaya. This is one Vaishnava. Like the Sri Sampradaya also. Chinnajir Swamiji is from Sri Sampradaya. All the Sampradayas have a very brotherly good relations, Mataji. They try to how they discuss how to propagate the Lord's names to common public, how we can do, how to bring awareness. Recently, we were thinking in our organization how to, because generally when we say Bhagavad Gita, the people will not come. So we try to from anxiety to distress, not to distress. Some catchy words we'll put it in few sessions, but we'll include this knowledge also. Somehow devotees are intelligent in that way. How to capsule, how to do personality development. I hope I answered you, Mataji. Sanjeev, you were asking something?
One thing is that when we have a deep desire to know that truth and find the spiritual calling, actually the Supreme Lord within your heart will show you the direction also. There is no harm in going to any of the Vaishnava centers. There is no harm, or similar, depending on what you're liking. So each one has a certain prominence to certain things. Like for instance, our Sampradaya has a lot of prominence to Krishna Prema. So that is the one. Then Sri Sampradaya has that they give a lot of importance to the energy, the potency of Lord, which is Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, that is the form that they actually use.
Yes.
So for every Sampradaya, there is some prominent quality of the Lord which they say.
Yeah.
And they give value to that.
Yeah, we will discuss, Mataji. As Deepa Mataji rightly said, each and every Sampradaya have major two qualities. For example, when I am just giving an example, Sri Sampradaya, they are more into Archa Vigraha, deity worship. And Brahma Sampradaya is more into preaching. So like that, each and every Sampradaya have qualities. I will discuss in the do we need to believe in scriptures session in the next one. So I think time is going up like anything. As expected, Himanshu Prabhu always complains. So any other questions, Prabhuji and Mataji? Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, I already told in the very first session, you are not there. The first session I told that when a child is lost, when suddenly after 3-4 hours of gap, when he sees his mother, how he feels? Amma! Actually, it happened. Really, it happened. When I was in Stockholm in 2019, every Saturday we do Harinam in Stockholm city center. So almost from morning 12 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock, non-stop Harinam. In the streets, we dance and sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we take banners also, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, banners and all. So one Mataji from South Africa origin, black Mataji from South Africa origin, she came to me and asked, who is Krishna? Is he lost? He asked me, are you trying to find out why is he lost? No, really it happened. Really happening. She asked me, no ma'am, actually Krishna is not lost. We are lost. We are trying to find Krishna. And you are lucky, even Krishna is also of your color only. I don't know. Just to, so then I go, it's interesting. Then I given a card, please come to the temple. Luckily she came to inquire more, so that's a different thing. So anyway, that's why you do. It's మీ బాబు మీ దగ్గరికి ఎలా వస్తాడు ఇలా అలా ఫర్ ఇట్స్ వన్ వే అండ్ అదర్ వే ఇస్ ఈ సాగర ఇదేంటి ఈ దుఃఖ సాగరంలో మనం సాగరంలో కొట్టుముట్టాడుతున్నప్పుడు ఎలా ఎత్తుకోరా నాయన అంటాం కదా. మనం తీసుకెళ్ళి ఈ సంసార సాగరంలో తేలుతున్నాం, మనం తీసుకెళ్ళి తొందరగా క్లియర్. సంసార సాగరం నుంచి మనం తీసుకోని అయినా ప్లీజ్ maximum item. Okay, so we are done. Any other questions? Yeah, now we will